our multi-platform journey started with multiple desktops to some extent in certain business lines, and then mobile was clearly starting with iOS-based applications. Certainly a large user increase in the number of Android devices coming into the environment, what we have across multiple operating systems, and so approaching that more holistically without having to redo it and report, huge issue.
So HTML5 has been a big win for you there, I think, right?
Yeah, we've started as native applications, and while we have taken a different approach. We don't prescribe one specific way of doing development for our developers. We have 1,000 developers in our organization that are actively writing code, and we want them to take advantage of what's happening. And what we've seen over the last 9 months, 12 months is a significant shift, right, from native application development to browser-based HTML5 development. HTML5 is where the majority of our internal development is putting their focus on, probably to the tune of 4 or 5x browser-based HTML5 solutions for the solutions we're looking at versus the native solutions that still happen.
Just to give people a feel for the scope of it, what's the sort of mandate, the scope of platforms that you are forced to support?
Within Intel IT, we have 1,400 applications or so that we own and manage. There's another broader set across Intel, 3,000 or so, that we either procure or develop or bring in-house. Our target is to get 80% of the 1,400 applications working across multiple platforms within 3 years, right? So we want to extend, Windows, OS X, Android, iOS, right? Linux. We want to get all of those, our solutions such that we remove the OS and browser dependencies. We want to support multiple OSs and browsers such that when a user brings in their device, they can be immediately productive. Over 42,000 non-traditional devices, consumer, bring your own devices that have come into the environment, and that number is growing dramatically month on month.
Wow, that's huge, huge growth. So it strikes me that I think Maureen and Bill in particular are talking about two different things when they use the word app. I think I'd like to tease that out a little bit.
Yeah, we describe an app around anything that delivers a business transaction, serves a business function. Mm-hmm. So our primary focus is certainly business applications. Your ERP, your CRMs, your supply chain solutions, your design solutions. But it extends beyond that. There are helper apps, there are HR apps that help you find a conference room, right? That do more than procure material or work on the factory floor. So it's a pretty broad brush for apps that we have.
When we talk about apps, we talk about customer-facing apps. I think of apps being mobile apps more than desktop apps. Of course, we do have all of our products are on desktop as apps as well. But we also differentiate mobile apps from mobile websites or mobile optimized websites.
We are certainly taking a pretty direct approach to that. We want our apps to work across desktop and mobile. So, we're moving past you have a separate mobile app than a desktop app, and we're pushing quite dramatically to have our applications, and ideally one app, right? Using HTML5, responsive web design, have that app, be able to support small form factor, tablet, desktop, even big screen.